What's up guys, it's Vive Chief here, and today I'm going to be showing you one of the best low budget trading methods on FIFA 23. But before we jump into that, I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 5% off at checkout. Now let's get right into this video. Alright boys, so diving into today's video in this easy low budget method, what we're going to be looking at today is manager trading. Now this might sound a little weird to you because who would ever trade with managers? Not many people buy managers, but that's what makes this method great is not that many people know about it and not that many people do it. So there's a bunch of different ways to trade with managers, so we'll go ahead and just dive right into this. The first way is obviously going to be the absolute simplest. It's going to be just obviously look for the nations or leagues for managers that are relatively expensive or have value. So for example, you could start off, you could go look at French managers. The cheapest French manager right now is 550 coins. So you could just sit there and snipe and bid on these guys for like 200 coins under that. And that is obviously just the simplest way you could trade with managers is just finding the price of certain items and then sniping and bidding on them. So I did this just before the video and picked a couple cards up here, a couple French managers for 350, another one coming in for 350. I can sell these for 550 coins. So there we go. Now, the thing with this method is there's obviously not a huge market with managers because not a lot of people list these guys up. When they open packs, most people just discard the managers. So number one, I wouldn't really waste time trying to snipe managers because not enough of them get listed up. And if you're bidding on them, make sure you're either doing like multiple nations at a time or you're doing something like this with another method because there just isn't that much supply of these. I mean, you can see within the next 5 minutes, there's only 6 French managers coming, 7 French managers. So make sure you combine this with something else because it isn't like a super big market. And there are a couple different nations you can do this with. Brazil, you will have to snipe because the Brazil managers are typically extinct. You can see there's only one here for maximum price. So that's our first thing is just finding certain managers, Brazil, Dutch, French, find their price and then snipe and bid on them for less. Now, that is a nice method, but the better method is what we're going to get into now. And it's basically trading with managers and manager league items based off of content that comes. So what exactly does that mean? So whenever we get SBCs or objective players, it impacts the market massively. And the thing that most people look at when we get like objective players, like this Hincapi here, is a lot of people will go ahead and just go straight to, okay, what players are going to link to this card? How are people going to get this card in their team with players from his club or nation? But something that also gets impacted a lot that a lot of people don't really look to is managers. And especially this year when managers help massively with chemistry. So when do managers do best and what kind of manager cards should we be looking for? So the manager cards and managers that will do best is when we get an SBC or an objective for a player from kind of like a minor league. And the example I like to use is if we get, for example, like a Ryan Kent SBC, since he's in the Scottish League, not many people are going to use Scottish League cards, and people don't want to use a full English team to get him on chemistry. So something that will go up is the Scottish League managers, because this is a way to get him an easy link here. So while these guys are like 200 right now, when the Ryan Kent SBC came out, these guys skyrocketed in price. So it's something to keep an eye on, as stuff gets leaked, keep an eye on these kind of cards. So after that happens, let's say, for example, we've invested in all these Scottish League cards, a Ryan Kent SBC comes out, and we sell them on. So these cards are up in price now. How can we continue to take advantage of this sort of gap in the market? That's what we can get into now. So first of all, you don't just have to do it with the actual managers. You can actually do it with these manager league cards as well. So like these Scottish League cards, they're 200 right now. I think these went to like 800 coins when that SBC came out. However, when that SBC came out, come with me because this is going to be a long explanation. Basically, when the SBC came out, the Scottish League managers themselves, so the managers from the Scottish League, they went to like 14, 1500 coins. So these are 14, 1500 coins. And then the manager league items only went to like, I think like 7, 800 coins. What you could do is you could sit here and you could buy these Scottish League Manager League items for like 7, 800 coins. You could buy a random manager from any league for 200 coins. Put the Manager League item on it and then sell it for the price of a Scottish League manager. So essentially what I'm saying is when we look at this content in its entirety, number one, we can invest in it because we know what's going to come off of leaks and whatnot. And number two, after these items go up in price, you can just sit there and apply manager league items to managers and sell them for more. So it's important to be in tune with the content that's coming and be able to take advantage of it because there are a lot of coins to be made in managers because most people just don't pay attention to the market. Now, I know a lot of people are just going to look over this video and forget about it because they don't really care to trade with managers. It's all about trading with players and getting those massive profits. But this is really key here and a really, really great way to make coins in a small market. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.